The Frog Prince. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Just be quiet and reflect. Oh, there still is that princess, now grown, who has married with child of her own. So on her I forebode she must love an old toad, a great spell, or my name's not Joan. I never knew that was your name. I don't use it much. Once upon a time, Princess Misty was morose. Oh no, my golden ball! I might as well be miserable. At her age, playing with a ball, shouldn't she be a bit more grown up? Oh, I don't know. Balls can be fun. Misty began to cry, hard. That ball was passed down to me from my grandmother, Princess Ashley. She wailed. It was a commemorative souvenir, reminding her that she met Grandpa Dennis at a ball. And now it's gone. Princess Misty made quite a scene. Whom is she talking to, anyway? Good question, and in such long sentences. Just as Misty began to slip into total despondency, she heard a voice. It appeared to be coming from the well itself. What's that? Who's there? Called the startled, watery-eyed princess. Whoa! Why all the fuss, princess? Recovering her wits over talking to a slimy frog, Princess Misty told him of her crisis. And I'll get in total trouble for losing my family's ball. I'm not even supposed to be playing with it, but it's so shiny and pretty. Well, no need to panic. I am a water creature, you know, and a great swimmer. If I help you, croaked the frog, what's in it for me? Oh, wonderful frog, replied the now excited princess. I'll give you anything. I just don't want my parents to yell. They can make such a fuss over the smallest things. A fuss? Imagine. Yes, sounds familiar. The helpful frog eagerly responded with his demands. What I desire most in the world is to be treated with a little human kindness. Will you take me into your home and let me live as you do? Eat at your table? Sleep in a fluffy bed? Hang out with you? Ew! A yucky frog in our nice clean palace? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Her room certainly isn't nice and clean. Have you seen it lately? I know, she's a royal slob. But try as she might to avoid the frog's wishes, Princess Misty realized she needed help. He was her only hope. Well, fine, she agreed reluctantly. If you retrieve my golden ball, I'll give you what you wish. With the princess's assurance, the frog dove happily down into the murky water, coming up a few seconds later with the golden ball. He grinned and dropped it at Misty's feet. Yes! Hey, wait for me! Remember our agreement? I sense a lack of commitment on her part. Me too. Predictably later that night at dinner, the royal family heard a knock at their castle door. Princess Misty's heart sank. Uh-oh. How rude, right in the middle of our family time. Isn't someone going to get that? I'm here. What's for dinner? The king and queen were stunned. They had that familiar look on their faces when they turned toward their daughter. Princess Misty grew quiet. Now don't get all worked up. I had an exciting day. This should be good, you bet. Upon hearing their daughter's story, the king and queen agreed that Princess Misty had some promises to fulfill to the helpful frog. They urged her to make all the necessary arrangements. Yum! Let's start with dinner! Ooh, yuck! Have mine, I'm not hungry. The princess then reluctantly ordered a bed be brought for her unwanted roommate. And make it a small one. I don't want it to be the focal point of my room. How will they find the space with her dirty gowns all over the floor? Guess they'll have to toady up first. Where am I supposed to find a frog bed? I'm sleepy. Later that evening, Princess Misty and her new frog companion snuggled in their beds. Well, the frog snuggled. Misty was uncomfortable. I'm not used to sharing my space, especially not with a reptile. Amphibian, actually, but that's not quibble. What's on our agenda for tomorrow? I think joining you on your morning stroll around the palace grounds would be nice. And then a light lunch on the terrace, and maybe a relaxing dip in the pond. Princess Misty felt this had gone on long enough. She had had it. This frog was too demanding. That's it. I'm done. I've tried to be nice, Frog, but you expect too much. Thanks for saving my golden ball, but now you're just pushing all of my buttons out. And with that, the princess tossed the frog into the hallway and slammed the door. Slam. Your side of the family always does that. Uh-oh, I don't think things are going well. Ah, peace and quiet again. Doesn't share well, does she? No, or do well at sleepovers. The frog was about to protest Princess Misty's awful behavior when he began to feel funny. So funny, in fact, that in a mere few moments, he was no longer a frog at all, but a handsome prince. Weird. Guess the old woman's spell didn't specify that he had to remain a frog. Yup, you're totally right. Wow, I look great. What an improvement. And check out my hair. Ooh, now we're talking. Drat, drat, drat. My spells never work. I didn't mean to do a transformation. Perhaps a new career path? Go back to school? Not surprisingly, Princess Misty and her transformed, handsome prince began to hit it off almost immediately. I'm so sorry I mistreated you. I'm just not good with animals. Don't give it another thought. I really was much too pushy. It's not easy being green. All's well that ends well, I guess. Well said. The two talked for hours and found that they actually had quite a lot in common. You'd think that this life change would upset me, but really I've always enjoyed humans. Hey, I always enjoy trying new things too. I have a prediction. Does it involve rings and a big cake? On their wedding day there was much happiness and rejoicing in the palace. Weddings always seem to make me sleepy. Shouldn't that be my line? What an extensive menu, but I'll bet they're not serving frog legs. I'm so happy, and I love the new name you've chosen for yourself. Yes, I think Todd suits me. And so it continues, a new princess. Yes, isn't life grand?